a dream Manchester United 11 with the squad they have, who would you both go for?
I mean, it's difficult to be in the manager's position, especially Manchester United, but, you know, they spend a lot of money on players, so there's no perfect starting lineup. You always depend on the results. So, of course, you can make choices, pick players, change players, but you always depend on the players' form and what they deliver. And at the moment, you know that...
I've actually got your starting 11.
Yeah,
I got you to write it down. So De Gea, Young, Jones, Smalling, Rojo, Herrera, Lingard, Rashford, Martial, Lukaku. No Matic, no Mata for you?
No, because I choose in the midfield the balance between Herrera and Pogba. I think they can play together, and when you look at what Pogba has been delivering with the French national team, I think with this type of player, it would be helpful to him to create and to, especially with the transition, I think it would be helpful to him. But of course, I'm not the manager, but I would try this.
You're entitled to have an opinion, and really, as are you, obviously.
Me, we're very similar, but I've gone for a youngish back four who had play, so they get understandings. I've gone with Darlow, Bailey, Smalling and Shaw in the back four. Now, I know Jose's had injuries, but if everyone's fit, I'd definitely play Pogba, and I'd love him. I'd get my arm around him and I'd tell him, you're my best player, come on, let's get it going. Whatever's happened between us, let's start afresh. And I'd go with Herrera in there. I'd play Matic so they could try and get forward passes. Rashford, I'd have Mata in at number 10, I'd Martial, and I've gone with Lukaku up front.
It's just interesting both of you didn't go for Matic.
Yeah, I mean...
He's one of the most consistent players.
I think he's been an outstanding footballer, but when I've watched him recently, he's played safe football. And what I mean by that, I understand possession football when you keep it, but sometimes you've got to look forward, and it's a forward to the likes of Rashford and Martial and Lukaku down the side. So for me, and I'm just picking my best team, and I understand what you're saying about being a really good footballer, consistently good for Manchester United, but that's the team I'd go with, and I think that would be an exciting team going forward.
I totally agree, because the reason why I didn't pick Matic is maybe to think about the transition and to feed the offensive player quicker, and to feed them like in transition. If you already have Pogba, who's got a good vision and a good pass to break the lines, like trying to play safely is delaying the moment where you feed the offensive players, and especially Man United has always been an offensive team, especially at Old Trafford, playing with waves, attacking football, and I think when you look at the quality you've got there, you need to put speed in transition.
And we haven't talked about the team, have we? We haven't spoken about this, but it's amazing that we're on the same page, you know, try and get it forward, passes a bit earlier to the front man, to the attacking players. So, great minds think alike.
They do. I just want to throw this question, because one accusation which has been thrown to Jose Mourinho and United is they've become a bit boring to watch. And you're saying that they need more attacking play, so I guess that buys into that theory as well. You've been around a few years longer than I have. When's the last time you saw a Manchester United team like this, in your opinion?
Well, I think it's a bit unfair on Jose. I think he's a serial winner. Let's get it right. He's a serial winner. Does he play safe football? At Chelsea with Drogba, the likes of Drogba in the side, no. Attacking football. I think he's had a look at this now and likes to go tight. I think when Sir Alex left, David Moyes come in. I think it was a struggle then. Van Gaal had a struggle, and even then the football wasn't great. So this just hasn't come upon Manchester United and Jose. But I take your point. I agree they could be a bit more expansive and a bit more attacking. Like Florent said before, Manchester United have got a history and a tradition going back to the Busby Babes of attacking football, and that's why there's some restless fans at Old Trafford.
Even when, say, they were relegated, if it was in the 70s, right?
I played against them then.
You played against them?
I played against them in the second.
Were there similarities in that sense? Because they were just coming off a very successful period themselves.
Well, there was some players getting a bit older, the great players, the Dennis Laws and the Bobby Charltons, who some of the viewers will know, were getting older. George Best was just a bit wayward, the best player. So it changed. Like, Sir Matt Busby ended his career. Wilf McGuinness come in, Frank O'Farrell. So they had a real tough spell till the charismatic Tommy Docherty come in. But it took him time. It took him time to change it round. The only thing I'd say, I think you should be a bit more attacking than expansive.